today's video, we're going to be ranking all the vaulted items. A couple days ago, I posted a vaulted weapons video. I was unable to upload for the last 2 days, so I apologize for that, but I will have at least 2 videos up today, maybe one more, I'm not sure. But yeah, so there is going to be a twist in this video. One of the items in this video will be actually in the game, so the first person to comment the item gets a shout out in the next video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So coming in at number 20, we have the Storm Flip. That isn't really a great item, but competitive, it just ruined it. I can see why they removed it in competitive. But yeah, I mean, it was just an average item, and it still makes this list, but it's not great. We have balloons. I mean, everybody loves balloons, so I had to put this on the list. It wasn't that incredible, but I mean, it's balloons, so of course you gotta put it on the list, you know. Number 18, we have the Porta Fortress. Just a basic upgrade to the Porta Fort. Wasn't really as loved as people, you know, it wasn't really as great as people thought it was gonna be. I mean, obviously people still used it, but I mean, just once again, one of those just average boombox. And I mean, it wasn't that good when it was in the regular game. It wasn't in the game for that long. But if it was brought back today, it'd be very annoying. I mean, it's just one of those annoying items. I mean, people use it in creative a lot, but it's still just a fun item to use. And number 16, we have Stink Bombs. 5 damage per second. This was introduced in Season 2, around that area, around that time. I mean, it's pretty good. It can really annoy people when they're very low on health. It's easy to kill them. And the Stink Bombs, they got vaulted a while ago. Like a little while ago, probably a few seasons, but I know a lot of people hope they return. Shadow Bombs. The only reason this is on the list is because how useful it was in competitive Fortnite. And regular Fortnite wasn't that useful, but yeah, it makes you invisible, and you know, you can go around and just spam it on mountains, and you'd stay up or each treasure, which, I mean, not an item that people think about, but it was very, very good in Season 8. It was only available for 1 season, but this is something like a lot of people want to see return. I think it was a great idea by Epic. I don't know why they took it out, but you know, it's their decision, not ours, of course. Number 13, damage traps. So the OG damage traps were like the wall dynamo, the ceiling zapper, and all that. But I didn't include it on this list because it wasn't in the top 20. But yeah, the damage traps, the ones that did 150. If you had a bunch of them, you could just spam them in a box. Very, very good. Grenades, 100 damage. Pretty useful item. You can just stick them and then they're dead, so you could get annoyed when you're going against it. I mean, but it was a fun item to use. Yeah, I mean, I don't want this item to return, but a lot of people do. So presents. This was very good when it first came out in Season 7. They tried to bring it back last year for the Christmas update, and it was really good. It's the Boogie Bomb. It made you dance whenever you got hit by a Boogie Bomb. That was pretty cool to use. But like the OG Boogie Bomb, if you got hit by it, you were screwed, because when you get hit, you don't lose it. You just keep dancing no matter what. Number 9, we have the Rift to Go. Makes you rift, and it'd be very useful and competitive for late game when you need to move somewhere or something like that. But yeah, this is a great airstrike. This would be OP if it returned today, but it wasn't that good when it was in the game. I hope it returns. It was fun for me to use. But yeah, just average item. Well, I mean, I don't really know how to put this. It's hard to, it's one of those items where it's just hard to explain, but it can be OP. So we have the shockwave grenades, epic rarity. Can impulse you very, very far, so useful and competitive. I like the others, but Yeah, now we're gonna start getting into OP bouncers. I mean, everybody loved bouncers. You could use it to take high ground, trick shots, save yourself from fall damage, and the list goes on and on. So it was a fun item for everybody to use, and we all wanted to return. And there's no question about that. Campfire, there's still campfires in the game, but we all want the item to come back as well. I mean, so fun to use, and the new buff where you can stoke it and retrieve it when it's out. So very cool. This is where the list just starts to get OP. We have the jetpacks. Super OP. Yeah, you could just take high ground. If you had an RPG, it was over. There's nobody could kill you. Very good. The launch pads, this item's been in the game since the first season. Very good item. A lot of people love this item, and we're glad it's still in the game. Guys, number 2 is the turrets. This item is so overpowered, and if it came back today, the game would die instantly. Yeah, it was a item for bots. Shouldn't even ever have came in the game. And nobody ever wants it to come back. Finally, number 1, we have the Junk Rift. Yeah. This item is just, I don't even know what to say. I can't even explain how overpowered it was. You're in a box, you're dead. You're in a mech, you die. You're in a vehicle, you're pretty much dead. Even if you're just running around in the open, you could die. That's how OP this item was.